Hey everyone, I'm back with another video. So today I'm going to share with you my thoughts on OCD, what it is, and if you've been with me for a while, you know that I do suffer from OCD, and yeah, I am clinically diagnosed. So what it is when a person suffers from intrusive thoughts, which are obsessions, and it could be a wide variety. Everyone has their own thoughts, so nothing is the same for everyone, and it causes great distress. In order to relieve the stress and anxiety that can come from it, they do compulsions, rituals, which are things that relieves the intrusive thoughts or the obsessions that one suffers from. And some people can suffer from the same obsessive thoughts. Some can be a wide variety of different types, like religious, it could be harmful, it can be like cleanliness, contamination, to name a few. And well, for me, the type of intrusive thoughts I get are harmful intrusive thoughts towards other individuals. So when I get an intrusive thought, I'm afraid that whatever I'm thinking, it can be like, for example, if I'm having an intrusive thought of someone choking on some food, it can be as simple as me going to a restaurant and being around a group of people that are eating that can cause that intrusive thought. And then I would start getting anxiety and more intrusive thoughts from it. You know, I can sit there and be eating my food, and I can have an intrusive thought of someone next to me choking on food, and it would cause me anxiety, and to where I either want to save that individual from eating that food that I think they're going to choke from, or I will avoid eating to avoid that same thing happening. And what really is confusing for me is because I suffer from bipolar psychosis, it merges, and so then I have a delusion with those intrusive thoughts that it's going to happen, and then I start going into psychosis from the intrusive thoughts, and that's where it merges. So the intrusive thoughts are very disturbing. I have harmful intrusive thoughts of individuals getting hurt, and I want to save them, and it causes me a lot of stress, and or I'll have intrusive thoughts of myself getting hurt or harmed, and like I mentioned, it can be as simple as going to, you know, a place, or even being in the car. I have really bad anxiety when I'm in the car, which causes me a lot of, I get anxiety just being in the car. So I'll have intrusive thoughts of an accident arising, or someone merging in the lane and causing an accident, and I'll have this whole disaster unfolding in my mind, and it's like a movie being played in my mind. It's like a little mini movie, and I can hear the noise, I can hear the screaming, just everything. It's a whole thing. It's very, very detailed, and at first, I've been experiencing intrusive thoughts since I was like 5 or 6 years old. Like, I've been experiencing for a long time, and over the years, I never really spoke about it because to me, those thoughts were normal. And in order for me to relieve the anxiety, I would clean, and I would find relief and happiness through cleaning to relieve those stressful, intrusive events that's going on in my mind that's causing a lot of like anxiety. And I would organize, and it would just be like a little area, I would have an intrusive thought, and I would clean or wipe down a table, reorganize it, and then I would feel good, I would feel happy, I would feel, the stress and anxiety minimized, and I started to feel good, but after each panic attack that I experience, I do suffer from like pain and headaches, and like having like a choking sensation in my throat where I have trouble swallowing my food. I always feel like I'm choking. I always feel like I have like acid reflux when I'm having anxiety, and it causes a lot of physical symptoms when I'm having panic attacks. And usually the intrusive thoughts would cause the panic attacks to arise. Sometimes it would just be out of nowhere, it can be a thought of just being, in the car and just going somewhere would cause an intrusive thought, which then would give me such anxiety that I would be scared of even, going anywhere because of the intrusive thought that I got from the anxiety. It's a whole thing. And so that's where the rituals come in. I do certain rituals to relieve stress, but it's only temporary. It's a temporary fix. It's not permanent. So for me, I call it cleaning up chaos. My mind is very chaotic, and to do the ritual actually cleans up my mindset and brings me peace. And I can go about my day feeling relaxed and relieved. Sometimes I gotta push myself to do something because the intrusive thoughts are causing stress. Now, when I'm stressed, I clean anyway to feel better, but it's very debilitating. What you see on camera is just a small portion of what I actually go through on a daily basis. I can go all day and wash my hands. Now my hands are dry. There was, I think, 2 or 3 days when I was wearing a bandage on my knuckle here because I washed my hands so much to where I cut myself to where it was like and it just I had to wear a bandage for it to heal because it wasn't healing on its own. And then I would put on lotion or Vaseline, and I'd put gloves on to let the moisture like soak in, and it started healing. So I will wash my hands until they're raw, basically. They, you know, I get, you know, you don't see it, but I wash my hands. Like the most I washed my hands was at least like 40 times in a day. I'm not exaggerating. When I'm cleaning and I'm doing things, I will swap out gloves in between cleaning videos, which you really don't see, and I won't use the same glove in multiple areas. So if I'm cleaning the kitchen, the gloves are only for the kitchen. If I'm deep scrubbing something like the stove, the toaster oven, whatever, I'll use gloves for that, and then I'll switch it out. But I rewash the gloves so they last longer. But I'm always switching out my gloves. If I'm cleaning the bathroom and I've touched the toilet, I will switch out my gloves, clean another area. So I do that a lot. And in between doing that, I will wash my hands because now they smell like latex. And I hate the smell of it. It's nauseating. So I will rewash my hands like 2 or 3 times until they smell like soap. Yeah. So anyway, that's it for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.